Hi, everybody. It's Friday the 13th of September, and it's about 8:33 in the morning Central Standard Time. Legalities. Remember, hey, I'm a clairvoyant, clairaudient, so everything in my videos is for entertainment purposes only. Do your own research, form your own opinions. Um, if you have personal questions, go ahead. My email's in the description box along with a full disclaimer. There's also the buy me a coffee, cream soda, um, and the tip jar and all that nonsense. And we do have the join button activated. So basically, um, if you join the channel, you're basically paying off for a reading in minimal installments. So that's a normal personal reading is about 2 hours. So it's when you do the math, it basically works out to the same price. So, uh, yeah, go ahead, hit the join button. YT is always bugging us to remind people of it. So, yeah, I have changed some things with the channel. Yeah, a lot more direct uploads, and it will always be on Sunday. Will be the live broadcast, and I'll do it at 11 o'clock Central Standard Time, which is 5 p.m. UK time, 6 p.m. Euro time. So people can just set their calendars by it. Um, and I'm primarily going to focus on world events and ignore the bullshit with the trolls. And it's kind of ironic that when I was going through the news feeds this morning, the person whose channel started all the nonsense, 16, 17 months ago? She's already done 3 different videos this morning. Each live is a different video. So those fools don't know how to count. I mean, even what's her face? You know, the one who did the stupid live stream last weekend? She admits to putting up 3 videos a day because it's all about the ching, all about the money. Now to get back to the realities of life. The first thing that popped up this morning, and I really laughed, is that the Poland has basically thrown Obama's Blinken out on his ass, saying, Blinken, get out. We don't want you here because Blinken and Obama are the ones who are instigating and supporting all the nonsense, all these WARS. I mean, Putin, all he wants is to get the territory that was taken away from Russia in the 1940s returned to Russia. I do know of people whose families who immigrated here to the United States in the 1860s, 1880s, right after in the 19 teens. They came from an area that was considered, or is, Russian. But after 1940, it's considered Ukraine. So if I go digging, I'm going to say, hey, my family came from Russia. My great-grandmother's family came from Russia, not Ukraine. Turn it, give it, Zelensky, Obama, give it back to Russia. Okay? I know we're all dealing with these stupid alleged refugees, migrants. Well, it's kind of interesting. Sweden has had a lot of trouble because these stupid 5-time-a-day people come, they isolate themselves in their own little enclaves, they refuse to assimilate, and we're seeing the refusal to assimilate all over the United States. I mean, these women walk around covered up head to toe. Don't they realize that they're not living in Afghanistan or Iran? They don't have to be subjugated to a misogynist asshole. Well, Sweden is now paying them about $34,000 per person to get to leave Sweden. Denmark is paying about $22,000. Yeah. And one thing Denmark does that we should do, because we need to strip search these assholes who are crossing our border illegally. Denmark confiscates all valuables. The only thing of value they're allowed to keep is their wedding ring. Everything else goes to the country to support them, because in a lot of Arab countries, wealth is usually women have gold bracelets from their wrist all the way to their elbow. Gold is worth a lot of money. So we need to start, maybe we should start doing that. Start confiscating anything of value from those who cross the border. Exactly. I mean, we know that Germany is now repatriating all these idiots. They're sending back the 5-time-a-day crew back to their countries of origin. Austria is going to make their border crossing stuff rules more intense. Austria is basically going to start following the same protocol as Hungary. Well, Austro-Hungarian Empire, they're going to start coming together to say no more bullshit. I mean, if Brussels wants these people in, then dump them all into the country of Belgium, where Brussels is located. It's NATO and the EU. So let's dump them right into their city of headquarters. Let's dump them there. Now, something else that's going on weird, because we know Germany, their elections, a lot more, they're saying, oh, the people are going extreme right wing. Well, no, they're voting against the bullshit that's been destroying the country and Europe for the past 3 decades. Well, I have told you about the horrible storms that are going on South China Sea, around the Asian coastline. I mean, Typhoon Yagi is really making a mess of things. It's flooding out China. I mean, Vietnam is getting flooded to no end. It's like, yeah, all these communist countries are getting hit really bad by Mother Nature. Well, some German naval ships, to get out of the storm, sailed through the Straits of Taiwan. That's like, there's like this 100-kilometer wide piece of ocean, that's between mainland Big Red Sea and the island country of Taiwan. Well, some German naval ships sailed in that section of water. According to Taiwan and every other country, that's international waters. According to the Big Red Sea, no, that belongs to the Big Red Sea, and so does Taiwan. Not. Well, the Big Red Sea is now saying, because Germany, the captains of those ships went to safer water to get out of the storm, the typhoon. Big Red Sea is now saying that's provocation for WAR. Yeah. Getting a ship out of rocky seas, out of rocky water, to protect it from a typhoon, hurricane, is considered an act of WAR. That's the mindset of the Big Red Sea. Yeah, folks. Remember, the Big Red Sea is the owner of that app that everybody put these stupid videos up that's named after what a clock sounds like. Yes, big time bad news. And speaking of straits, well, there's that little section that's about 30 kilometers in width that goes from the Arabian Sea into the Red Sea up to the Suez Canal. And basically, it's Checkpoint Charlie, it's the Houthis out of Yemen. Well, go check out this one channel called the Caspian Report. CASPIAN report. And they did a really good story on what's going on. And they explain about the Houthi rebels in Yemen and where the Houthis are getting their supplies from, Beirut and Tehran. And yeah, shipping is basically stopped because the Houthis, literally, it's a bottleneck. And any ship that has any distant affiliation with Israel, the Houthis want to bomb the crap out of. They want to sink the ship. So yes, people, we are one of the major shipping lanes is shut down because of the Sharia law coming out of Tehran. People don't realize it, but hey, remember, Barry Soetoro was raised in Indonesia, Malaysia. He prays 5 times a day, but he's a half-assed, backward 5-time-a-day idiot because, of course, Mikey has extra hanging things. We know that. Yeah, it's the Democrats that are screwing things up for everyone worldwide. And I'm kind of laughing at, they're now saying that Taylor Swift. Okay, remember, she's a blonde. Dumb blonde jokes. Hey, people make sarcastic jokes about it, but I've known a lot of blondes. And sometimes it's like, they just don't get it. They're Berta Blondas. Dumb blondes. And of course, Taylor Swift, in my opinion, falls into that category. Otherwise, she wouldn't. Hey, she didn't read the paperwork before she signed it, so she had to go and re-record she gave away all her early product. It's called read a contract, dude. Chicky Poo. Well, now, Chicky Poo is telling people, oh, make sure to go register to vote and support other women, like support Cami Poo Paris. Yeah. Hey, Taylor, did your record label tell you to support her? Cami Poo Paris. Remember, start digging, folks, on her. Many women approached Cami Poo to inform her of the abuse and discrimination happening in the film industry in California. She was given evidence. Conveniently, that evidence was either lost, destroyed, and Cami Poop did nothing. She's the good time girl of a lot of donkey men, and she's their puppet. I mean, hey, she can't even think for herself. They had to give her earbuds to wear. Well, earrings that are now earbuds, okay? I mean, that debate, it was what, within 36 hours? It was revealed that she was wearing earbuds, earpieces, little speakers in her ears. And everyone's saying, oh, the debate was this and that. I'm like, duh. A few weeks ago, Bobby Kennedy Jr., he put his support behind Donald Trump. And then the next day, you see these big ads out in papers of all of Bobby Kennedy's siblings. Bobby Jr. is number 3 of 11. One of the kids died because of a stupid skiing accident, thanks to their whacked ass mother, Ethel. Yeah, Ethel is a real idiot. I mean, she was raised Republican, and now she's like touts the Democratic Party. Yeah, Skakelson. Ethel Skakelson was an idiot. Okay, so Bobby Kennedy Jr., Bobby Jr. supporting Donald. Next day, his family, his siblings, all publicly announce and disown him for doing that. How dare you cross the party line? Now, remember, the network, that debate was shown on, ABC, is owned by the Mouse. You know, the Mouse Company? I mean, I swear Walt is rolling in his grave right now. And people have screamed a lot because how the Mouse has destroyed a very popular movie franchise. Well, guess who's running the Mouse? I think it's Kathleen Kennedy, Bobby Jr.'s sister, one of the siblings that publicly denounced him. So, of course, the Mouse Network is going to let their fellow Democrat, Cammy Poop, do and say whatever she damn well pleases. And they, on purpose, made sure to make life and the debate as horrible as possible for Donald. Connect the dots. Yeah. It was like retaliation for her brothers supporting Donald. So, of course, Kathleen Kennedy made sure that did her best to make sure Donald looked horrible when it came to the debate. I think the next debate, honestly, they should pick some streaming media content creator out of the millions that are here in the United States. Pick one of us. Have us set it up like on StreamYard or Zoom. And have a couple other people chosen as random and set it up and let Joe Schmo out of the American public. That's how the next debate should happen. I'm sure Donald would go with that. But Cammy Poop would be scared shitless because people will call her out on her crap and make sure she doesn't wear any earrings. Pull her hair back off of her head, make sure nothing's in her ears. I wonder how the Democrats would react to that. They can't handle things like that. Now, somebody did, in the video I put up the other day, somebody asked about, are they going to take away Social Security? I'm like, no, they're not. That's just more garbage propaganda that the Democrats are saying. And the Democrats keep referring to the 2025 report. Okay, 2025 report was written by a group called the Heritage Foundation. Go online, go to the public library, and look it up. Go and look to see what the Heritage Foundation is all about. And it's ironic that the people that have their knickers in a twist about the 2025 report are the same people that are asking, oh, well, what's going on with Henry's visa? This is the same group of people that are digging up the dirt on Henry Mountbatten Windsor. And years ago, they wrote this 900-page report of wishful thinking. This is what it would be great if we could have a decent, open government. Everyone's like, 900 pages. I'm like, people, you're willing to crack open a Bible that's more than 1,000 pages. So contact the Heritage Foundation. And you can download it onto your Kindle and read it. It's not that bad. It's just that, like normal, we're dealing with a lot of yellow journalism. A lot of people who are scared because they're going to lose control over us. So, of course, they're going to take a couple phrases from here and there and take them totally out of context to scare people. Yes, Heritage Foundation is on the right side of thinking. I've been to several of their dinners. And they're not. People think, oh, they're so right-wing, they're like the old German Social Democrat Party from the 1930s. Wrong. I mean, ages ago, I'm standing there, I'm with um, stepbrother from hell were there, and I think it was actually Alan West, big, tall, dark, black guy. We're standing there talking, and I rattled off and like accidentally dropped the N word when I was using to describe a situation. And then I realized who I was standing next with, and I was just like, oh shit, I just said the wrong thing. Well, you know what? The big, huge black guy, he just started laughing. He goes, my gosh, he goes, you just put out, verbally said what I've been thinking all along. You had the guts to say it. And he had the biggest barrel laugh on earth, and everybody else was just like, this woman, she doesn't see color, she sees character. And he's like, you are so comfortable in this environment, you can say what you really feel, what your true opinions are. You're not cloaking them in darkness. He goes, that's what this group is all about. Being able to say what you mean, what your opinions are, in comfort and no fear of retaliation. That's basically the Heritage Foundation. They want to find out the truth about shit. That's what it is. So yeah, the Democrats don't like the Heritage Foundation because they support independent thought. And a lot of people did work on that. And they came up with some pretty good ideas. So, hey, I think there's even copies of it in the public libraries where you can sit and check them out for a week and read it and then return it. Yeah, people are forgetting a great neighborhood resource. Go visit your neighborhood library. You don't have to spend money on these stupid streaming channels. If there's a movie you want to see, libraries have DVDs that you can check out for a week. And if there's something you really want to see, the librarians will order it in. So if you don't want to waste money on some of these whacked ass streaming channels, or you don't want to support the company that used to mail, you used to be able to rent DVDs via the mail, but now are affiliated with Frickin' Frack, they can order those DVDs and you can check them out. Yeah. So, and if you have questions and concerns about things and you don't want to download it on your computer and print up a ton of stuff, go to the library. They usually have a hard copy of something you want to check out. And you might also be teaching the librarians something also when you start asking questions. Now, that's pretty much what I've got for you this morning. So remember, Sunday, the 15th, 11 a.m. Central Standard Time, we'll be live, and I look forward to chatting with everybody. Have a great weekend, and if you see a black kitty, go ahead and give it a little ear scratch or under the chin. Friday the 13th, if you see a black kitty, that's good luck. Don't let it frighten you. In fact, give it an extra ear scratch, or if you see one, you may have to rescue it. Go ahead and rescue a kitty, especially if you're in Ohio, because we all know what's going on there. Yeah. So, good Shabbos, everybody. See you Sunday.